Hello everyone, today I'm here to show you how to pack for a K2 Adventure travel trip. All of this gear that you see in front of me is used for all of our multi-day trips that we offer. And when you look at our packing list and you go over all the gear that you need, what we tell people to do is print out that packing list, check off the things that you already have, ask questions about things you may not know about. And then what we do is we show you not only the gear that you need, different types of brands, but how to pack this into your mountain bag that will go on the plane and that will also be ported on the mountain. So enjoy this video. I know packing can be a daunting task, but if it's done systematically like this, it should be a fairly easy process. You also want to talk about weight as we put all of this together. But for the most part, today in this video, I will show you how to pack for any one of our K2 Adventure travel trips. Now I'd like to show you how we pack all of our clothes for the climb. When you think about packing for your trip, I want you to think about your extremities first, your head, your hands, and your feet. And then I want you to think about your torso and then what goes on your legs. So over here, we're going to start with our head. You need a couple of things. You're going to need a nice warm beanie cap. You'll also need some sort of a visor or a baseball cap if that's your thing. And then what I like to wear is a baseball cap with a sunscreen on the side. It keeps the sun off of my neck, off of my cheeks, sides of my face. It also helps when it's really windy. So a visor type hat like this is really important as well. So that's what I have for my head. The other thing for your face, you want to think about if you wear contacts, you want to make sure you have a pair of backup glasses. Everyone's going to wear sunglasses, and you want a nice pair of sunglasses that have a shield on the side, really good lenses. As we get higher on the mountain, protecting our eyes from the sun is very, very important. Now for our feet extremities, we're going to talk about socks. There's many different types and brands of socks, whether you wear footies and low-cut boots, whether you wear calf-type high socks. This has a warmth value to it. They're smart wool socks, very, very warm. Here's the ones that I like to wear at night when I'm in camp, and then I also wear these for summit day, very, very warm pair of socks. And then for your hands, everybody has different warmth of their hands and their feet. What I like to wear are lightweight mittens. For me, these are extremely warm. If I need a little bit warmer pair of gloves, I'm going to go to a pair like this. They're Gore-Tex, they're windproof, very warm gloves. Some people may have gloves for skiing, things like that. Those work great. Mittens are always fine. So that right there is my head, my hands, and my feet as far as clothing. The next section of clothing I'd like to talk about is the clothes that we put on our torso. If you think about traveling or starting off the day in shorts and a t-shirt, let's say the weather is really perfect, and you start off in shorts and a t-shirt, all of our gear and all of our clothes here on the table, there is no cotton in our material at all. You want to avoid cotton because cotton absorbs moisture and things stay wet and it's hard to dry. It's hard to keep your body temperature regulated with cotton. So all of our materials are dry wicking. They have a warmth value to them. So with our tops, we're going to start with a lightweight short sleeve shirt, okay? And then one of the next layers is the same sort of weight, but in a long sleeve. Some long sleeves also have a quarter zip in the front, if that's what you like, very similar to the shirt that I'm wearing. And then the heavier weight things, you can have jackets like this. This is a lightweight jacket. It's very warm. It has a hood on it. If you like hoods, it's a great way to keep your head warm and trap in heat. There's also layers that are made out of fleece that are this weight. So look for different materials. Again, no cotton. A little heavier weight down jacket is also important for warmth at night, warmth when we stop on the trail if it's cold out. So a little bit heavier weight jacket. This is down. I like down jackets. They're very warm and lightweight. And then your final layer that's very important is your windproof, waterproof jacket. This is a triple layer Gore-Tex jacket. It can be used in many extremes of temperatures, but very, very important. And then people always ask, you know, how do I store this? So what I'm going to do is after I have all of my tops laid out, I'm going to put them into a stuff sack like this. So in this particular stuff sack, I know that all of my tops are in here like this. So I have these all in a nice stuff sack. And now for our lower half of our body, from our waist down, again, underwear, make sure you bring several pairs of underwear on your trip. It's very important, again, no cotton in your underwear. Shorts, just a comfortable pair of shorts. I don't like shorts that have belts or pants that take belts, so those are my shorts. Now the next layers that you can wear, we move up into our lightweight layers of fleece, long underwear, polypropylene. There's a lot of different materials that make up our lightweight pants. So again, find stuff that's not cotton. The heavier weight pair of pants we have here, these are a pair of down pants, very, very warm at night. Hardly ever do I travel in these. These are things that I wear at night at camp when the temperatures drop. And then lastly, we have our wind rainproof pants. These are very important as well. All of these will go into a stuff sack, and I know that that stuff sack has my bottoms on it. So here's the stuff sack that they all go in. So I'm going to put my bottoms in this stuff sack. So as I'm packing up to put everything in my mountain bag, I have my tops, I have my bottoms, and then I keep all of my gloves, my hats, and my socks in another stuff sack. So here are my 3 stuff sacks with all of my clothes for the mountain, ready to be put in my mountain bag. All right, next I would like to talk to you about the accessories that you need for all of your trips when you go on a K2 Adventure travel trip. Let's start with the backpack first. Most of our trips, everyone's going to be carrying a backpack of some size to keep all of their stuff in. It's an easy way to carry things. It's a good carry-on for the plane. It's just a great way to keep your stuff with you at all times. It's safe, it keeps your hands free, and it's just an easy way to get around. What I like to tell people and recommend is anywhere from a 35-liter to a 60-liter backpack. The backpack should have a nice strap on it that goes around your waist to take the support and any weight off of your back. Most of our trips, you're carrying anywhere from 10 to 15 pounds of stuff in your backpack, so it's not a whole lot of weight, but it also just needs to be contained. There's many different types of backpacks out there, different sizes. This one will hold a water bottle on the side. It has compartments on the top. You can unsnap the bottom, and almost all of them will have a top loading compartment. So a lot of times it's just feel, design, maybe color is an important thing for you, but everyone should have a really good backpack. The next thing, it's very important that you have water bottles with you, and specifically 2 1-liter water bottles are very important. This is a particular brand called a Nalgene bottle. It has a wide mouth on it. The important thing for that is I can put boiling water to very cold water in these bottles. They can also, you can add drink mixes to them, protein powders, things like that. Very, very good to have. We do not recommend carrying camel packs for many different reasons. We can explain that to you. But again, 2 1-liter Nalgene bottles are really important. This bottle here is my pee bottle, which is really important at nighttime to go to the bathroom in something like this so you don't have to get out of your tent at night. There are also many different types of things, both used for men and women as far as pee bottles, and we can talk to you more about that as well. Next thing, let's talk about hiking shoes or hiking boots. There are many different types of brands out there, but this is probably one of the most important pieces of equipment that you can bring with you or gear. It's important to make sure your boots are broken in, that they fit properly. They're not giving you blisters when you hike. There's all different kinds of materials from Gore-Tex to non-Gore-Tex. We prefer you wearing something that's Gore-Tex or waterproof for many different reasons. It keeps your feet warm, it keeps them dry, it keeps the dust and dirt out. This is another type of boot. It has a built-in gaiter. And one of the things that we recommend for several of our trips are to bring micro spikes, both for the snow and ice and also for wet, muddy conditions. And this is how they fit on. They're just a rubber material that has a chain on it that creates spikes for the bottom of your boot. Very simple, very lightweight to use. Again, micro spikes. We also recommend gaiters. These go around your legs, around your boots. It keeps mud and dirt from going into your boots. It also keeps your pants and legs dry and warm. So those are gaiters. Trekking poles. Whether you've used these or not, we highly recommend any multi-day trip with us or even our single-day trip through the Grand Canyon that everyone uses trekking poles. There are many different types and brands and styles out there, but we will go over how to use them, the importance of using them, but these are trekking poles. Everyone also needs a very good headlamp. Many reasons why we have a headlamp. We use them at nighttime when we leave or early in the morning when it's still dark, and we also use these around camp, and it's always in our backpack just for safety reasons. And then finally, I want to talk about our sleep system. Your sleep system is mainly three things. You have a pillow, you have a sleeping pad, and you have a sleeping bag. And this is my sleeping bag. Again, we have different ratings in the bags for various trips. That's all on our packing list. But the important thing about packing a sleeping bag is to get it in a stuff sack. Sleeping bags are not meant to be rolled. They're meant to be stuffed into their bags. I like to start with grabbing the foot end first. It's the closed end. And what you do is you just start shoving it into a stuff sack, or you stuff it in to the stuff sack. And then once you get it in here, I can make it very small. I protect it from the elements. This is a waterproof stuff sack. So I know that my sleeping bag, when I get into camp, is going to be dry, and I'll be able to get into my tent, into my sleeping bag. So this is my sleeping bag. Here's my sleeping pad. And then finally, my pillow. So these are all the accessories that you need. There's a few additional things that we have on the packing list. I like to bring a small stuff sack to put in my toothbrush, toothpaste, maybe a bar of soap. But that's what I put in this small little bag right here, and that goes with me. I'm also going to have another bag that has my food in it. All of the trips, we recommend bringing snacks and other various things to eat along the way, and you can put that in a stuff sack as well. Okay, now we have all of our gear ready to put into our mountain bag for travel, for transit. Most airlines will allow all of us to travel with two 50-pound bags, and most of our porters will carry about 44 pounds max. So we're going to talk about right now, how do we pack all of this stuff for transit in the airplane? I have a really good system that I like to do, and it starts with all of this gear. And first thing I do is I will take the points of my trekking poles and I will stick them in one of my water bottles, and I put these in the bottom first, like this, and I'm protecting my bag and other things with having the points in the bag or in the bottle. These are all of my clothes. These are my tops that we had before. These are all of my bottoms. Put those in here. These are my gloves, hats, and socks. I'm going to put those in here. Next is my sleeping bag, my sleeping pad. I'm going to put my pillow in here. If that doesn't travel with me, I'm going to put my gaiters, my boots, my other accessories, my micro spikes, my headlamp. Again, my toiletries will go in here as well. Any food. And I'm all set now. This is a mountain bag. It's a high quality duffel bag. If you're looking for sizes, this is typically a large to an extra large, or 4,000 to 6,000 cubic inches. It's a rugged type bag. It can handle being tossed and turned or put on a truck or carried by a porter. So again, a rugged duffel bag. There's many different brands and styles out there. This is going to be my carry-on for the plane, and then when I'm in town doing my community service or any walking around to the markets or whatever, I'm going to carry my backpack with me. So this is the system of packing. This bag is probably about 30 pounds right now. After I add my food and my other stuff, I get closer to 50 pounds. But for the most part, this is how I pack. This is how you travel. And if you do it this way, it should be pretty simple and you're very organized. One of the great things that K2 Adventure Travel offers for all of our clients that travel with us is we give you a detailed packing list. You can call us at any time. We'll answer any questions that you have regarding gear, how to pack, all of those types of things. So this process is very easy for you, and it's not a distraction or creates anxiety, because that should not be a part of your trip.